Welcome to another edition of the Allgaiers Garage. I'm your host Rick. Today we're at Klingers Junkyard in Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. There's plenty of rusty relics and gems here. Old train cars behind me. They have railroad cars. They have a lot of parts. So we're going to tour this for the day. Without further ado, let's get started. Thanks for coming along. Wonder what that is. Kind of neat bed. Containers. Anybody want some crinkled beds? They are some old signs. And that's what? 30s? 20s? There's a lot of stuff on the other side. That's pretty sweet. Little go-karts. There we go. Bullnose Ford. In a really nice shape too. There's another Maverick. Some old trucks up here. Wow, this playground stuff is pretty neat too. Wow, what kind of dump truck is that? International? Mack. Oh, wow. Another old truck. Look at a stack of springs in the back of that thing. I would love to see what that looks like with that chrome, the grill insert. That's a big grill. Do you see that hole in the bottom right there? I bet you could crank this thing too. It's amazing. Look how old this is. But yet, look how much metal's here yet. Amazing. Ooh, we better evacuate the area. There's bees flying around. Rusty relics and hidden gems. I remember seeing movies with cars like this in, because I remember them little bitty back windows. Just hanging out up there. Oh man, that's a big flat. That's a big flathead motor, that thing. A lot of background noise. There's an old Ford up there, LTD, I believe. See, I recognize some stuff. I highly doubt we're going to cover this all in one day. I would like to have my quad, which I could probably bring it now that I talked to the gentleman, but an old tractor. Big headlights. I see old Mustangs over there. This yard is huge. Huge. I thought Bonner's was big. I think this could be bigger. He said he had a bunch of Mavericks stacked up there. Back there's Mavericks. Maverick up on the top there. Small block Chevy. No 4-barrel on it no more. Big old station wagon, but six in a row, ready to tow. I believe that's a Dodge. Okay, I'm learning something new. A Manhattan. Never heard of such a thing. What is a Manhattan? What is that way up there? Is that a Cadillac? See, right there. Is that a Chevy Insignia? I forget. Oh, these big cars. Look at the front end on that thing. A new. Is that another one? A new man. There's Pinos. A lot of newer stuff here too. But, you know, we come for the old stuff. There's a G-body over there. Wow, these old cars. That's a shame. There's a Maverick up there again. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Mavericks. More Mavericks. I can't believe all the Mavericks he's got. My word. Sure likes his Mavericks. Most of them are 6 in a row, ready to tow. What is this? Is this a Cougar? Used to be. I don't know what it would consider it now. Now, how long do you think this truck's been here? Is that tree through that truck? How long do you think, comments please, do you think that truck has been here? That tree's got to be 2 foot across. Chevy station wagon. Oh. It's got those special floors in it. Look at that fan though. Let me believe that 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good fan. 250? I guess we're into the Chevy Nova 2 section now. Not for long. We're back into the Mavericks. Look at them all. My word. What do we got over here? LTD. This could be a candidate. Nope, no motor. Torino. Mavericks upon Mavericks upon Mavericks. I've never in my life seen so many Mavericks in the same place. Even back here. Look how many are stacked up back there. Amazing. Totally amazing. Wonder what that is up there. Was that a Torino? Huh. Yeah, I think it was. But that chrome strip all the way down on a four-door? Guess I learned something new. There's a Riviera in the bottom. Used to be. Impala. Go figure. Another Maverick. This is going to be rough to cover in one day, ladies and gentlemen. That I'm going to tell you. An old Dodge? No, that's a Ford, I think. Believe it. A friend of mine had one of these. 4-cylinder, 4-speed posi rear. That thing was fun. Here we go. Torino, Talladega. Still got the rear end in it. Well, I'll be. Here's a Torino. Another Torino. Oh, Ranchero. Ranchero. Had a 351 in it. I don't know which one. Definitely two, bro. You can tell by looking at the ports. See how small the ports are? It means it was a 2-barrel. Keeping the parts eye out for parts for build too. There's another. The rocker panel's like brand new in that car. The rest of the car's shot. Rocker panel's nice. There's another one that's smooshed. A 2-door Fairmont. The funny part is, body doesn't look that terrible on either. A Grenade, I think. Probably. See, they take the disc brake systems off the front of these and use them on other projects. That's why that's all gone. They take the whole thing off and they use it on other stuff. See, that's why it's all gone. I actually had 2 guys message me about mine and ask me if I wanted to get rid of the disc brake setup, and I said no. You always got to make sure there's no bees. Yeah, no lenses. I need a Granada lens. I have one that's broken. Here's another Fairmont. Oh. They came with a factory V8? Well, that's neat. Huh. There's a Torino. Probably has a big rear in it. Chevelle or Malibu. Ooh, what's left of a small block. G-body. One or two old ones, and then we're gonna move to the other side. Anybody want a taxi cab? Super cab. Is this a Monte Carlo? Yep, Monte Carlo. It's about dead, but it is one. Somebody even got to the rear end on it. Apparently they were looking for something. See the way there's no cover on it? Monte Carlo. We're going to go back up the other way. Looking for candidates that'll actually run and drive. That's actually got a carburetor on. That could be a good candidate. We got to find wheels for it. I think this thing is pretty well intact yet. Hopefully there's no bees in the fucking thing. Oh, look at that. V8, but I don't know what's living in the carburetor, but that could be a candidate to run and drive. The body's shot, but I like to see these things fire back up. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to mosey down to the other side. Two barrels, 350. No, maybe that's probably 307, I think. There's another one back here. No motor now. Some of them are in the trees there. There again, look at that tree growing through that car. So how long? See that? Look at that tree growing through that car. How long has it been there? Check it out. Caprice. 4-door. Looks like it needs a radiator, but it's pretty well intact. That could be a candidate. The last suspected 412. Even the steering column's in. We'd have to find wheels, radiator. The fun part is finding the radiator. There's another Fairmont. Four-door Fairmont. Check this thing out down here. That's pretty neat, but then again, check this out. What is that? Apparently a guy had to use, he'd build his own extension for the top of this thing. And I guess it finally blew up or something. Here's an old GMC. I wonder how bad the cab is on this truck. And still, the doors open and close. It has potential. I got to remember that because I'm looking for a cab. See if you'd want to part with it. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's a lot better than what I have. There's a bullnose bronco. Okay, let's move to the more antique stuff. There's a custom half-ton. 6 in a row, ready to tow in there. Check this thing out. Looking for a decent cab. I mean, don't look terrible. I don't know what's behind the doors though. They don't open, but you may be able to find a cab here. I need a cab for the project that nobody has seen yet. I'm going to put a couple of quickie pics up. So if anybody knows where there's like a late 60s GMC Chevy cab, let me know. Here's another one. Yeah, the funny part is, the bed's not that terrible on either. Now, I retract that statement. It's a shame. The cab's twisted, I think. Find the parts for that truck. I'm going to end up going down the. I'm going to end up messaging Bill from Flat Road Garage. I can see it coming. I don't remember if there's any of these down there. I think there was. Back to the wall. LTD, Chevelle, that's probably a Newport. I think that's a Buick there. Dodge up there. Pinto, another Dodge. Well, now we're into the oldest section. There's Oldsmobile. It's a shame all these cars are used for walls. Oh, what do we have here? Check it out. Even the bed's nice on it. Oh, that's an old Ford. Can you believe the bed's not even rusty on this thing? Somebody took the seat out of it, but it ain't terrible. I hear something making weird noises. That's not good. Sound like bees percolating. It's one thing we don't want to have to deal with. Bees. I can't run that fast anymore. Wagoneer. The Suburban back then. Just an AMC version. Judging by the looks of this, might be like the late 60s, I think. Boy, check out all those patches, man. They really wanted to fix this thing so it wouldn't. It's a four-wheel drive J10. There's even a motor in there yet. There's also bees flying out of it. Y'all know we're going to be working on a Granada project, a V8 project. And you never know. Those things are neat. But check this out. It's got a V8 in it, which means the manifolds and the motor mounts are what I need. Oh, I'm puffing and huffing. So don't worry, that's been imprinted in my mind, into my beady little brain. Told you there's a lot of gems here for me. A lot of stuff I can use. Here you go, here's a big old Lincoln. Right here. And I'll bet you this thing's fully intact. Well, this is the end of the first part. probably going to be 2 more parts to this. This yard's very big, but there's a lot of stuff that's a lot newer. And, you know, we're looking for the old rusty relics and gems. We found this Lincoln here, which I think could be a very big candidate for getting it running and maybe even driving if we can find wheels for it. Because if you notice, mostly everything here doesn't have wheels. I don't know why, but they all sold them. But anyways, stick around if you like what you see. Like, subscribe, share. We have much more stuff coming up. We have revivals coming up. We have garage work coming up. A lot of stuff. Remember, if you're not having fun, there's no point doing it. Have a good night.